My bad. I was supposed to film last Friday, and I couldn't. Stuff went down, and I couldn't film over the weekend either. So I'm going to be filming today, talking about stuff that happened the past couple of weeks, and then stuff that went down recently. So yeah, welcome to the weekly cleanse, where I talk about stuff that I'm into and stuff that you may be into. So yeah, let's just get started. Yeah. Ooh. So first things first, we're going to talk about Call of Duty, Black Ops 4, and Battlefield 5. They were just announced the past couple weeks. Black Ops 4 coming out in October 12th, and Battlefield 5 coming out in October 16th. So with Black Ops 4, they announced that there will be no more jetpacks, no more wall gliding. It's just a simple point-and-shoot, boots-on-the-ground shooter. The catch is there's no campaign, which I found very weird. I don't know. I usually play Call of Duty just for the campaign and then kind of just get over it afterwards. I don't really screw around with the multiplayer. But yeah, this game is exclusively multiplayer. And there's also going to be a Battle Royale mode, which they call Blackout. Which I kind of get why they're doing it. They're trying to hop on the Battle Royale train. And I don't think it's bad by any means. I think a lot of people kind of don't like the idea of them jumping on this train, but I think if anyone could do it right, in a sense, I think it's Call of Duty, just because they're a well-established shooter. And I'm not some Call of Duty fanboy. I really, the last time I religiously played Call of Duty was Black Ops, and that was years ago. So I think it's a good idea ish to jump in this train. Considering PUBG is suing Epic Games right now for copyright infringement. I didn't really read into it as to what exactly it is. It could be the Battle Royale stuff. It's kind of funny because Fortnite is free and PUBG you still have to pay for. So I guess if you can't beat them, sue them, I guess. We're talking about Battlefield 5. Again, release date October 16th. Nothing much was revealed other than the trailer. From what it looks like, obviously we're going back into the World War II genre. So nothing, no modern Battlefield right now. I see a lot of people are kind of bummed out about that because the last modern Battlefield game we had was Hardline, and I believe that bombed. So people still went back to Battlefield 4, and the game's... I don't know about dated. I think the game's still running pretty good. The other main complaint I've been hearing about Battlefield 5 is that there's... in the standard copy of the game, you have a woman, the woman protagonist in the cover, which I don't get it. I don't know why people are complaining about it. It's who cares? Just play the fucking game. At this point, it doesn't really matter. Unless, of course, if the plot kind of sucks, then you can complain about that maybe, but I don't see really the issue of having a woman in the cover. But if anything, if you really care about that much, the deluxe edition of the game comes with a guy in the cover, so there's your answer. If you don't like women being in the cover of your video games, so you spend more. Sure, it's $80. Next thing I'll be talking about is Mega Man 11. Yes, that was revealed recently in a Mega Man community event, and we finally get a release date, October 2nd. October is going to be a pretty good month for video games, like it always is, with the sports and then the shooters, and then now Mega Man coming out on October 2nd. Coming out in PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Nintendo Switch. And speaking of the Nintendo Switch, Mega Man 11 will have its own Mega Man amiibo coming out with the game as well. It also comes with a few stickers, a little poster of the Mega Man 11 Robot Masters, and they revealed some gameplay with it too. They released a new Robot Master called Fuse Man, which is kind of an electric type of guy, and then they finally unveiled Block Man. Previewed the boss fights, and the fucking game looks amazing. I've loved Mega Man since Mega Man X5 came out in 2000 when I first got my PlayStation, So I'm very, very hyped to play this game. I did dabble a little bit on the main Mega Man series, but I do love X more, and I'm also very excited for the X collection coming out in July. So yeah, Mega Man 11, October 2nd, Switch comes with an amiibo. Get it while you still can. They just put up pre-orders, so hopefully they don't run out by the time this video comes out. But so yeah, good luck trying to get those, I guess, if you're into Mega Man. So the last bit of video game news I'm going to be talking about today is from Nintendo. Again, they did just announce a Hylian Shield Design 2DS XL. If you're still in the market for a 3DS till now, even if the Switch is out, yeah, 2DS XL pretty much is a 3DS without the 3D stuff. It's with a Hylian Shield design and comes preloaded with Zelda Link Between Worlds, which is an amazing 3DS game. If you have not played it yet, definitely play it. It's probably one of the best Zelda games out, other than Breath of the Wild at the moment. And yeah, it does come out in July 2nd, so pre-order this guy before a sellout. It's about a month away at this point. Definitely pre-order it if you're a huge fan of Zelda. Alright, I'm done with the video game stuff. Now I'm going to talk about a little bit on the DC TV stuff. Specifically Arrow and Flash. The past 2 weeks, they just had their finales. Arrow coming out 2 weeks ago, and Flash's finale coming out last week. And they both ended pretty good. I enjoyed them thoroughly. Also, spoiler alert. Yeah, this is going to be spoilers for those who have not finished Flash or Arrow, and this season, I mean. So yeah, spoilers. And now I'm going to talk about spoilers. Go. So with Arrow, the final showdown with Diaz, it's a bit lacking. Nothing really happened, as far as I know. They just beat Diaz in his own game. They got the city back, I guess. The cliffhanger of the season is that he was sent to prison. We don't know what's gonna happen. And yeah, I'm pretty excited, I guess, just to see what's gonna go down next season. With Paul Blackthorne out of the picture because his character Quentin Lance was killed off this season, and Colton Haynes, who is the Red Arrow, or Arsenal, as we know him in the Arrowverse, he'll be back. He's a season regular in season 7. So we'll see where he comes back, like what happened to Thea, or anything like that of the matter. Like, we'll see. And now with Flash, that ending was a little bit confusing. Like that final episode, that final showdown with the Thinker, Clifford. The Flash's endgame, he had to enter his mind to stop him, try to find the good side in him, to stop the enlightenment that was going to happen, and they couldn't find him. They couldn't find the good side. I guess like all the good that was left in him is like dead, because literally they found a corpse inside his mind of like what Clifford used to be, and yeah, and they also found Dibney, like Ralph Dibney, in his head. In his mind, and I don't know, like, I'm still very unclear as to why he left him alive. They did explain it at the show. I still have to rewatch it, I guess, and like kind of wrap my head around like why he left him alive, but he did, and somehow they got Dibney to fully take over Clifford's like body, and Dibney, I don't know, like it's weird. I do not know how to describe it. I have to watch it again and try to figure it out. But yeah, the Flash, I guess, saved everyone. The enlightenment was done. That was pretty much half that episode, and then a bunch of stuff like both Joe and Cecile's baby, Wally coming back for that ending, and then the actual ending happened, where the mystery girl that we've been seeing since Crisis of Earth X, which, by the way, best DC TV crossover ever, showed up and she finally revealed herself to be Iris and Barry's future daughter, which I mean, everyone kind of figured that was the case. Like everyone was speculating she was gonna be Dawn Allen, one of the Tornado Twins, and I don't know, like she outed herself as Nora Allen, their future daughter. Like I'm not sure if this is Nora, like Don Nora Allen or something like that, but yeah, she's Nora Allen in this one, and apparently she revealed that she may have messed up something like in their timeline. So we were expecting this to be a Flashpoint 2.0 type of deal. Because if you remember, or if you remember in the fight, or not that fight, but like when the satellite was crashing down into Central City, the Flash was supposed to solo stop the meteor with a punch, but they did some rewind stuff the uh, where the Flash wasn't alone in that fight, and you see her, which apparently is Iris's speedster jacket, like help Barry out in that fight, which I thought was insane. I really wasn't expecting that at all, but oh my god, like it's still. I think this finale is my second favorite DC TV finale so far. My first being the Legends of Tomorrow finale, which was amazing. If you haven't watched it yet, it is on Netflix, along with along with Arrows and Flash coming out later. Supergirl and also Black Lightning. I forgot about that. Black Lightning is also on Netflix, and Supergirl's coming out later in June because Supergirl's still running, and yeah. So, on top of that, we have the CW fall schedule already lined up. So Arrow and Legends are going to be on Mondays. Tuesdays we got Flash and Black Lightning, and Sundays, which is CW's new time slot, they have Supergirl on there with the reboot of Charmed. I don't know why Charmed got a reboot, but I guess that's going to be a thing now, I guess. So the last thing I'm going to talk about with the CW DC shows is that they revealed their crossover. The guest character for the crossover, which is going to be Batwoman. I'm very, very, very excited to see what kind of mess they're going to make with this crossover with Batwoman. Like, why not Batman or Nightwing or Robin or whatever? Like, I don't know why Batwoman. We'll probably find out during San Diego Comic-Con, which is in July. So the last thing I'm going to talk about is some anime news. So the Promised Neverland manga is finally getting an anime adaptation. If you guys don't know what the Promised Neverland is, it is a manga that came out a couple of years ago. It's an amazing manga. I really enjoyed it. It's about these three specific orphans that are in an orphanage. They're living their lives in this orphanage, like doing the usual, hanging out, being brothers and sisters and all that. But they are subjected to like these like unusual like tests, and like they never really say in the beginning like what these tests are for. But aside from that, they live out their lives, do their thing, and then it all changes when one of the orphans finally get adopted. I'm gonna stop it from there. Read it when you get the chance. It's some amazing shit, or wait till the anime comes out in January 2019. And the last thing I want to talk about today is that Hiro Mashima, the author of Fairy Tail, finally unveiled his new manga. It's called Eden Zero. No word yet on what the plot is, but we saw a shot of the title, the working title, and the main character. The main character looks like a mix of Natsu and Gray from Fairy Tail, which I kind of don't get, but hopefully we'll see more. The manga will be out in June 26th, so save the date if you guys are huge Fairy Tail fans, and check it out when you can. For those who don't know, the Fairy Tail manga did end, but we are getting a final season of Fairy Tail this fall, so look out for that as well. So yeah, that's about it for this week's weekly cleanse. If you like what I do, please like me on Facebook, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and follow me in my other socials. I might film a follow-up episode of the weekly cleanse talking about stuff going on later this week. Maybe stuff that's worthy to talk about, I'm not sure. And yeah, I'm Primeramizery, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.